What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 28 of Level Up. This is Star Wars The Old Republic, the closed beta official review from myself. I just got doing pretty much the prologue for the Sith Warrior, and I decided, hey, this is a great time to do the review since this is Sunday, and it's the final day of the closed beta weekend. So, basically, I'm going to wrap up my final thoughts with the game, tell my strengths and concerns of the game, and hopefully give you guys a great idea whether or not you want to follow through with your pre-orders or pre-order the game. I do want to say that the graphical wise, start with the graphics and presentation, the graphics could be a little bit better or have a better scaling option to basically allow you to have a little bit more polygons on the screen so you have a little bit more to look at, because as you see, the graphics are, they're pretty good, but they're not stellar. But, I understand from BioWare standpoint, they want more people to be able to buy their game and be able to run their game. So, for that perspective, it's perfect. But from my perspective with a decent computer, it's a little lacking. Alright, so moving on to the next thing, as far as graphics go, is the world. The world seems somewhat dead. Now, I didn't mention this before, but I decided why not mention it again, because I do kind of need to cover my bases. The world, I complained in the last video, and a lot of people freaked out about it. Most of those people who freaked out about it do not understand from my perspective. I'm a reviewer, I have to nitpick everything I see. Now, I did not say it was game-breaking. I said it does irritate me that this game does everything so good, but leaves out some little things here and there, so it cannot be great. And I think that this game has a lot of potential to become great if it executes its closed beta time to improving the little things that do make a game great, such as the world feeling dead right now. It needs to be a little bit more alive, have more NPCs walking around, and just having a good time. I just gotta be able to have, some time to basically see stuff walking around. Like if I had NPCs just walking all through these corridors and stuff like that, even if they are not even quest NPCs, because yeah, I understand from that part of the view that it would be a very annoying feature to have quest NPCs walking around. But I'm not talking quest NPCs, I'm talking NPCs such as just sellers or just random people that are just walking around. I'm not talking about quest NPCs, because I agree that would be excruciatingly terrible to have in a game. But that, for me, is just the main part of the presentation that is lacking. Other than that, the presentation of the game is awesome. Look at this cinematic view right here. It looks so good. There's so much lights going on, so much movement in the background. It's very good, but if this area down here was moving, it would be even more cinematic and even more enthralling, and would make me really love this game that much more. Alright, so we got the presentation covered. I would definitely give the presentation a very good score. It is definitely not lacking that badly. Some people may not like it because it looks a little bit like WoW with a Swordwork skin on it. But for the most part, it does have its own art style and its own presentation. I do want to mention something about the gameplay. The dialogue is very, very good. The dialogue is absolutely amazing. You might see me talk with a few people here and there. But actually, she wants to talk.
When we get a chance, let's talk.
Alright, we have a chance right now, but you don't want to talk with me. Alright, whatever, bitch. But the entire dialogue is good. As you see there, she's interacting with me as I move along. She's my companion, so hopefully she does. And, for the most part, the dialogue, the story, throughout the entire game has been stellar. Not any complaints there. It is actually a little bit better than Skyrim. I don't really want to say that because I'm freaking out a lot of people. But the dialogue is a little bit better than Skyrim. It does, feel like it has a huge budget on top of it. And it does feel like they knew exactly what they wanted to do with it. It's not just kill 6 boars, kill 6 of this. It's they describe why you have to go do that. Like, for example, I had a quest where I had to ID scan people. They were saying, oh, well, they have a lot of infiltrators, you know, they look like Sith, but they're not. And they just really had to, you know, get rid of the traitors. So that really put some context in the quest that I was about to do, and it really made me enjoy it just that much more, which, you know, is always a great thing when you're questing for hours on end. You would like to have some context with what you're going to do. Alright, so the skills are very flashy as well. Hopefully you guys will be able to see some skills throughout this entire sort of presentation. The skills, like I said, are very, very flashy. You'll be able to see some of those before, but they're not too flashy. And that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand, is flashy skills does not mean over-the-top flashiness of the entire screen, because that gives people seizures, and people do not like seizures. So once again, that's this loading screen. We'll probably see a little bit more presentation from the game, and hopefully we'll be able to do some interaction with some characters and show you that as well. Now, I am not level 10 to explain the PvP or the advanced classes, but what I do know is once you hit level 10, you can split into a different class. And also there's talent trees for that class as well. So it does give you a very alternate perspective of what you're going to be doing, and it does provide you a great sort of, I guess you could say, fork in the road to let you decide what type of character you want to play, rather than being stuck as what you choose at the beginning of the game. You do get to sort of specialize, which is always a great thing to be able to do, because a lot of players feel a little lacking in the first couple of hours in any MMORPG, including this one, because there's not a lot of customizability with your character and your class. Alright, so I do need to activate this arrivals console and check in for my arrival to the flight to Dromund Kaz. And here's a little dialogue sequence for you guys. Hope you guys enjoy.
You're the one, yes. Not like the scabs that exited the shuttle with you. You radiate power, Lord. I bow before you. I serve Lord Barris. He sent me to meet his new apprentice, and I made sure I was here on time. I certainly did, yes indeed.
I hope you don't expect a reward.
Serving and being allowed to live is reward enough. I'm just a slave who owes his every breath to the tolerance of Lord Barris. He said to introduce you to Dromund Kaz, and I take that seriously.
Your breathing is now dependent on my tolerance as well.
Yes, my lord. I exist by your good grace. Lord Barris ordered me to encourage you to explore Kaz City before reporting to him. Imperials maintain the order, but they won't bother you. When you're ready, Lord Barris will meet you in his personal chambers. You will tell Lord Barris I was good? Yes? That I served well?
You did exactly what you were told.
You have my thanks, gentle Juggernaut. I bow my head until you depart.
Wow, you showed remarkable restraint with him.
We're moving on. Keep up.
I wish there was more of a flirt option with that, but as you see, with your companions, which you get later on in your prologue to your storyline with whatever class you're doing, you do get to earn companion points with that, because that basically allows your companion to see how you act and if they like you or not. Each of these companionships can be romantic companionships, such as this one. I can make her basically, I think, my wife, or whatever the hell you want to call it in Star Wars, or at least that's what I'm thinking, because the way I'm going through the dialogue, that is sort of how it's going. So, you know, for the most part, this game has a lot of diversity as well, which makes it that much better. It may not be that much too out of the box, but for the most part, this game does offer a little bit more than the other guys. It does offer its a little taste on its MMORPG genre in a more cinematic feel, which is always a great thing to do, because it incorporates the story as well as the diversity of the game. Anywhere from cinematography and more. SWTOR is definitely going to deliver that in its new sort of genre. I guess you could call it the cinematic MMORPG. You know, I'm personally enjoying the game myself, and I'm enjoying it, you know, for the most part, mainly because of the fact it's story-based. The combat is not lacking. I hope I can demonstrate that factor a little bit later on in this video, but the combat's not lacking at all, and that is one of the biggest parts of SWTOR is the combat. The combat is so smooth and so dynamic, and it looks so good. It looks so good. I mean, it's just so smooth in every way, shape, or form. And let me go ahead and get this flight point really quick and tell you guys about this. The flight point system is great. What you do is you talk with each one of these guys, get a flight point, and you can fly anywhere you want using a taxi-based system. Now, I'm not going to do that because I need to go ahead and kill something for you guys so you guys can see what the combat looks like and how it sort of plays. That way you guys have a great feel to the game. Now, I do already like this area a lot more. It could have a little bit more life here and there, but for the most part, this area is definitely a lot better as far as the feel of it than the other areas. And that maybe could be because what a lot of people are saying, the first 10 levels of this game are not that stellar compared to the rest of the game, which is not that bad of a thing. I mean, the first 10 levels are normally just the intro. Not a lot of people like intros. They just like seeing conclusions. But as you see, this combat right here is very stellar. It has a lot of good features to it that provide you sort of an action-y style MMORPG feel, along with sort of a more controlled hotkey environment. That way you don't have to worry about being a twitchy FPS shooter that has to worry about twitch base in order to win in a PvP situation. More of a, what hotkey do I pick to sort of execute what I want to do. This is what this game is. It's a strategic sort of action-y MMORPG that has a duck and cover system when you play Bounty Hunter and Smuggler, I think it is. So you do have that little action-y sort of sequences, but for the most part, it's not that action-y, and it really shouldn't be because this isn't an action MMORPG. It's more of a hybrid of the sort. So the combat, the environments, the presentation are all very great in SWTOR, which really give it a whole huge reign of feel and experience. And that is what I like about this game. I like a lot of things about this game, particularly not the fact that I can't go over there, but I like the fact that it does try to be somewhat different without having to break out of the box too far. It brings a lot of new stuff to the table while leaving a lot of stuff behind to make sure it does not break itself out of the box too far where people won't play it. And I think that's one of the main important reasons why I think this game is good. And if it takes a small step during closed beta and between the time it takes for it to go closed beta onto the early access, I think if it takes a small step, it makes the world a little bit more lively-like. I think this game could be labeled as great and definitely be the second, if not the most subscribed MMORPG of our decade. This is definitely a great recommendation to any Star Wars fan that is wanting to play a great Star Wars game. It has a lot of Knights of the Republic feel to it, and it definitely brings the experience that every SWTOR fan, Star Wars fan, wanted to have an MMO. It definitely brings that to the table. The space battles later on, I'm definitely looking forward to, and same with the class variation, I'm also looking forward to. So if I have the time, I'll try and get more videos out for you guys. But I think this may be the last... Ooh, these guys are level 10 elites. Run away! I think this might be the last time I'm able to show you guys, until the early release, more SWTOR videos. So if you guys enjoyed this video and you enjoyed the official review, make sure you subscribe to Lugo Entertainment for more SWTOR videos and new MMORPGs, news, first impressions, reviews, and more. Like I said, SWTOR is definitely my recommendation for this year and this holiday season, and definitely it has a great chance to be a great MMO as long as it takes that small step into greatness. Anyways, I'm your host, X-Sharps, as always. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and like I said, if you do, make sure you subscribe to Lugo Entertainment. And if you want constant updates regarding the MMOR industry and more, make sure you also follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/Lugo Entertainment, twitter.com/ZachSharps, and also hit up fragnation.com for gaming tournaments and more. I'm your host, Zach Sharps. As always, like I mentioned before, make sure you comment down in the comment section below and hit that like button if you like this video. What do you think of SWTOR? Leave it down in the comment section below, either here, mmorpg.com, or mmosite.com. I'm definitely looking for a lot of opinions to maybe piece together into a little portfolio and put it onto a video. Who knows? You guys could definitely change the world as far with your guys' opinions, your insights, and more. I love your guys' insights. I thank you so much for tuning in to the SWTOR Marathon. Hope you guys enjoyed this SWTOR closed beta review. Catch you guys next time.